Exploring business organizational structures. In the course of your daily activities, you likely encountered Google's search engine. Yet, have you ever pondered the orchestrators behind this technological marvel? What mechanisms guide their choices? To whom are they answerable? In truth, Google is merely a collective of individuals, akin to any other organization. An organization constitutes a cluster of people methodically managed to pursue a particular corporate goal or need. Businesses, regardless of their nature, embrace a structure that delineates the arrangement of personnel. This framework elucidates hierarchies, roles, and responsibilities. Furthermore, organizations operate through systems, streamlined processes comprising sequential tasks that ensure efficiency and consistency. For instance, a manufacturing facility might boast a production process dictating how product is crafted, or a financial department could employ a meticulous protocol for dispersing supplier invoices, safeguarding punctual and accurate payments. Consider an individual, Fred, embarking on a freelance journey as a painter and decorator. Initially, he handles all aspects, from artistic endeavors to marketing and accounting. This solitary pursuit is a valid albeit demanding business setup. However, when Fred recruits an assistant, a transition occurs, an organization is born. As Fred's team expands, the imperative to manage, organize, and even adjust the organization's structure and legal standing materializes to accommodate growth and operations. In essence, organizations share common goals, uphold defined structures, and rely on standardized systems, all necessitating astute management. Diverse business organizational types. Enterprises are categorized as profit-seeking or not-for-profit entities. In the public sector, organizations eschew profit orientation for the sake of state administration. This bifurcation, profit-driven versus altruistic, classifies organizations into these fundamental segments. Profit-seeking organizations, as the moniker implies, these entities prioritize maximizing returns for their proprietors or shareholders. This category can be further dissected into unincorporated and incorporated groups. Unincorporated organizations. Here, business ownership and identity overlap. For instance, if Fred operates as a self-employed painter, he embodies the entirety of his business, a straightforward approach. Yet, this setup subjects Fred to personal liability for business debts, an aspect intrinsic to unincorporated entities. These include sole traders, individual proprietors, and partnerships' collective ownership. Incorporated organizations, business owners often opt for an independent legal persona for their venture, shielding personal finances from corporate debts. Private limited companies Ltd. and public limited companies plc typify this category. While Ltd. enterprises restrict share distribution, PLCs permit public issuance, albeit with increased regulatory obligations. Cooperatives and not-for-profit organizations. Cooperatives, owned by members, champion their interests. Mutual organizations, akin to cooperatives, revolve around financial services, prioritizing member benefit. Not-for-profit entities, in contrast, abstain from profit generation and encompass trade unions, charities, clubs, societies, and educational institutions. Stakeholder dynamics and decision-making. Stakeholders, individuals or groups affected by or influencing a business, play an instrumental role in shaping organizational strategies. Identifying stakeholders and their influence aids in strategic decision-making. These stakeholders encompass customers, employees, suppliers, creditors, the community, government, and more. Stakeholder power derives from their capacity to affect organizational outcomes. To optimize stakeholder interactions, Mendelow's matrix differentiates stakeholders based on their power and interest levels. These groups range from those needing minimal effort to those requiring active engagement. Minimal effort. Stakeholders with low power and interest necessitate minimal consideration. Keep informed. Stakeholders with high interest but low power warrant regular updates and information sharing. Keep satisfied. Those with low interest yet high power should be kept content to forestall escalation. Key players. Stakeholders with both high power and interest should be deeply involved in decision-making processes. Consider Polly's Perfect Pets, a pet shop chain. Its stakeholders span contractors, employees, customers, suppliers, and regulatory authorities. Mapping them on Nendelow's matrix informs appropriate engagement strategies, aligning with each group's power and interest dynamics. In a realm where organizational structures intersect with stakeholder influence, understanding these dynamics empowers businesses to thrive, responding effectively to the diverse interests shaping their operations, navigating stakeholder conflicts, achieving harmony amid diverse needs. In the intricate dance of business management, conflicts are bound to arise when the diverse needs and expectations of stakeholders intersect. Let's delve into the world of stakeholder conflicts with the help of a relatable scenario involving Perfect Pets, a small pet shop chain, to uncover strategies for resolution and shed light on the complex dynamics at play. Understanding stakeholder conflicts. Imagine the scenario at Perfect Pets. Polly and her brother, co-owners of the pet shop chain, find themselves at odds. Polly's brother suggests making a full-time employee redundant to cut costs, a proposition met with outrage from the staff. Each stakeholder harbors their own concerns and aspiration, often divergent, which gives rise to stakeholder conflicts. This conflict highlights the need for organizations to grasp the array of stakeholder needs and strive for conflict resolution to ensure smooth operations. Crafting effective resolutions. To address such conflicts, the principles proposed by Sire and March offer valuable insight. Satisficing, a fusion of satisfying and sacrificing. This approach involves negotiations between key stakeholders to find an acceptable compromise. In Polly's case, an agreement might be reached to reduce everyone's work hours rather than making someone redundant. Sequential attention. By alternating focus between stakeholder groups, this approach ensures each group's needs are addressed in due course. For Perfect Pets, this could mean retaining all employees for now and agreeing that if future redundancies arise, they will come from this particular shop. Side payments. In cases where immediate needs can't be met, stakeholders could be compensated in some form as a compromise. For instance, making an employee redundant but offering an enhanced redundancy package. Exercise of power. When consensus is elusive, a senior figure might step in to make a decisive call. In Perfect Pets, Polly might use her authority to finalize the redundancy decision. Balancing stakeholder needs in the nonprofit sector. Not-for-profit organizations also grapple with stakeholder conflicts, albeit with a distinct flavor. In such cases, the challenge is to satisfy a myriad of stakeholders with varying needs. Consider the White Valley Football Club's dilemma over purchasing land for an indoor training facility. The impact on stakeholders ranges from enhanced facilities for the club to habitat loss and environmental concerns. Balancing these diverse needs underscores the intricate task that not-for-profits face. The agency problem. Unveiling divergent interests. Akin to a theatrical plot, the agency problem plays out in businesses where shareholders and management don't always share the same goals. Shareholders, like Margaret, invest in anticipation of dividends, while managers, like Sheila, might pursue strategies that align with personal incentives. This conflict stems from information asymmetry and can be further illuminated by economic theories such as Baumel's sales maximization and Williamson's model of managerial discretion. Forging solutions for alignment. Tackling the agency problem involves harmonizing the interest of shareholders and management. A few strategies include linking bonuses to profit targets, implementing profit-sharing schemes, granting management company shares, establishing multi-director management, and adhering to robust corporate governance principles. Corporate social responsibility. Beyond legal compliance. Enter the realm of corporate social responsibility (CSR), where businesses transcend legal obligations to embrace ethical obligations. Akin to Bob's Lunchbox, companies need to recognize their role in society's well-being. CSR entails considering all stakeholders in decision-making, championing environmental sustainability, ensuring employee welfare, supporting communities, and enhancing the company's reputation. Unlocking the benefits of CSR. Corporate social responsibility isn't just a cost, it's an investment with multifaceted returns. Through CSR initiatives, companies can differentiate themselves in competitive landscapes, build customer loyalty based on ethical values, and establish themselves as socially conscious brands. In a world where stakeholder interests interweave and diverge, understanding, and managing these conflicts becomes paramount. By adopting effective conflict resolution strategies, addressing the agency problem, and embracing corporate social responsibility, businesses can foster harmony amidst the diversity of stakeholder needs. Just as no masterpiece was painted without trials and brushstrokes, no successful business operates without acknowledging and balancing the intricate dance of stakeholders. Achieving lasting excellence, crafting a comprehensive CSR strategy. In today's dynamic business landscape, corporate social responsibility (CSR) is more than just a buzzword. It's a strategic imperative that can pave the way for a strong, respected, and sustainable brand. Companies are increasingly realizing that a well-crafted CSR policy can not only build a positive reputation, but also stave off unwanted regulations and taxation. Let's dive into the key elements of CSR strategy and its alignment with business and societal values, using real-world examples to shed light on the practical aspects. Strategic framework. Carroll's Pyramid of CSR. Carroll's Pyramid of CSR provides a robust framework that guides organizations in fulfilling various levels of responsibility. This pyramid comprises 4 layers. Economic responsibility. At its core, a company's foremost responsibility is to generate value for shareholders. Sustaining profitability, paying employees, and delivering quality products, services are essential aspects of this level. After all, financial health is fundamental to any CSR effort. Legal responsibility, operating within the bounds of the law, is a baseline for ethical behavior. A CSR strategy should encompass adherence to all applicable laws, thereby ensuring ethical business practices that contribute to a positive brand image. Ethical responsibility. Going beyond compliance. Ethical responsibility involves actions that align with societal values and fairness. This level requires businesses to make decisions that may not be legally mandated, but are morally justifiable. For instance, being transparent about product sourcing to avoid misleading claims. Philanthropic responsibility. This discretionary level involves actively contributing to the welfare of society. Engaging in philanthropic endeavors, such as supporting charities or initiatives that benefit communities, showcases a company's commitment to being a responsible corporate citizen. Case study: Bob's Lunchbox and CSR implementation. Let's examine Bob's Lunchbox, a sandwich shop, through the lens of Carroll's Pyramid. Economic. Bob focuses on optimizing costs and returns, ensuring the viability of his business. This is fundamental for any CSR strategy, as financial stability enables the pursuit of higher-level responsibilities. Legal. Bob maintains rigorous standards for suppliers and adheres to food safety regulations. Compliance with laws establishes a trustworthy foundation for his CSR efforts. Ethical. Bob prides himself on using local, organic ingredients, even though it might cost more. This ethical stance aligns with the values of his customers and prevents any potential ethical backlash. Philanthropic. Bob's Lunchbox donates food to a homeless charity and supports nutritional NGOs. These philanthropic endeavors demonstrate his commitment to the community's well-being, going beyond mere profit motives. Sustainability. Balancing profit and planet. Sustainability is a core tenet of modern CSR, emphasizing responsible resource use and environmental impact. Businesses must consider the long-term implications of their operations. Sustainable practices can lead to both environmental benefits and cost savings. For example, using renewable energy sources, reducing waste, and minimizing carbon emissions not only contribute to a healthier planet, but can also enhance a company's bottom line. Triple bottom line. A holistic approach to reporting. To measure and communicate the impact of CSR efforts, companies are adopting the triple bottom line (TBL) approach, focusing on 3 dimensions: profit, demonstrating economic value generated for shareholders and the wider community, such as job creation and economic growth; people, ensuring fair treatment of employees and communities, encompassing good working conditions, benefits, and investments in local amenities; planet, embracing sustainable practices that minimize environmental impact, including waste reduction, renewable energy usage, and eco-friendly operations. Conclusion: CSR as a strategic imperative. In an era of increasing awareness and accountability, crafting a comprehensive CSR strategy is not just a responsibility, It's a strategic imperative for businesses. By aligning with Carroll's pyramid of CSR, focusing on sustainability, and adopting the triple bottom line reporting approach, companies can create a positive long-term reputation while contributing to the betterment of society and the environment. Just as Bob's Lunchbox showcases, CSR is not a mere addition. It's an integral part of building a successful, ethical, and sustainable brand.